And I'm Dreamboat, and it's always a pleasure to cast and talk to you, Darth Mike. You are just a genuinely good person. I like it, and here we are at the start of this game.
Now you give me the warm fuzzies going into the cast. I like it.
Gotta give you a false sense of security because, treat you nice. You're just like, wait, when is the shade coming? It'll come eventually.
Well, we were just talking about the importance of motivational coaches to some teams, and I feel like you're now my motivational coach.
You know what? Life coaching is my specialty. I'm ready to coach some lives, but it looks like we're going for the good old NA pistol round. Boost up 4, throw them through mid, and that's exactly what Orion are going to be going for right now, trying to split onto the A bomb site. Flash have fallen off, wisely playing retake here, and a good aggression coming in from beyond this rotate as well. I'm not sure they'll expect 3 people to come this side of mid.
Yeah, that full commitment to the rotate, and Romulus finding the player lurking around Z is big for this retake. Now, they've got 5 players to crunch in. 2 players out highway could get a little interesting. There's a good opportunity to set up a crossfire, though if the 3 main players come out at just the right time, and it looks like they're doing that, Gizzy's going to trade 1, now 2 back out, really keeping a hold onto this site, but as he gets found, it's going to be up to his teammates. Help will chime in as well to take down Retchy. Site's being retaken slowly but surely, but the bodies are falling for the CTs, and they can't get it done. They retake the map control, but they lose too many lives in the process, and Filthy will close it out.
Nightmare, I like the attempt of what he did. He jumped up on her head, but it just left him too exposed. He wasn't hitting his shots, and that just led to a nice, easy closeout there of a little 2K. That's a huge pistol round. As always, pistol round sets you off on the right foot, and especially this match, Orion, the Americans starting off on the right foot.
Yeah, Gizzy with those two pistol headshots as they came onto the site was really crucial. It sort of looked like they were giving up that site on the retake, and Gizzy helped him maintain control. Now Gizzy, the focus of a lot of attention, actually getting dinked down quite low, is going to get 1 kill, but get traded out. So that's a rifle that's pretty retrievable now. There is a player to sort of watch it in Anti, who could get the angle, but he's actually going to fall away, opting to not give up more. Now AB is actually well kitted. He's got the rifle and the armor and a little bit of utility as well. Filthy, though, on the A site, other side of the map, is going to make it irrelevant, taking kills and taking the site. So now they're just going to set up to save that rifle and take it through to the next round.
Absolutely, although he is being hunted. You can see the little push coming in just through T-spawn right now by Anti. Does not want to let them have this, but Nightmare is in a great spot if he can recover this gun. Has the AK there to support him, so that will be a second gun recovered. Potentially, or maybe not. Not so sure.
I think they're just going to commit to saving this 1 rifle. They're afraid of players from Z, and rightfully so, and they know a backstab's coming in at some point. So using that pistol player is sort of the early warning system, if you will, for AB, and now AB just needs to keep himself alive. But there's so many players so close. He's playing the perfect tango, though, and he's going to slip away with half health and the AK in hand. Armor as well, even a grenade and upgraded pistol. This is pretty huge. He can drop that pistol for a teammate. He's got the rifle. They don't need to invest anything really into this round. And they still have that rifle to build around. If they can keep that rifle alive, I'm not even sure if they want to use that as a point of attack or just try and keep that going through to the next buy round, because it'll give them a big bolster.
Well, I mean, it's the interesting thing with Orion's buy right now as well. It's the dual max ends. If that runs into the AK, odds are that AB should win that engagement handily. That said, it's going to be one of them getting cleaned up immediately. Gizzy going down to Romulus's P250. The other one right here is help, and that's taken out too. Neither MAC-10 doing any work at all. Not an ideal situation. And now Filthy will get the kill through the door. Guy has gone down. He was not the guy to get the kill.
I actually love that play, taking 4 players out, keeping them all grouped around that AK. It's almost like the Stalingrad approach, right? If the 1 player falls, you've only got 1 rifle to share, he can just pick it up and keep going. And now they're streaming right back onto the site, but the rifle's still up. Now it's a 1v2. Make that a 1v1, but the player's been spotted. They know where each other are. Now they dance around. Retchy and Anti. Anti has the rifle, and he'll win it out. Still heavy loss of life for Orion. They keep 1 player alive. They keep the round going, but that was a lot more than they wanted to lose.
That's such an incredibly expensive round. Granted, I mean, there is going to be some utility. It's not going to hinder too many people. Help, I think, is the one who's really hindered in terms of what he can buy. But look at the buy on the other side. There is no AWP for Orion. There is for Flashpoint. And this is where the Canadians can really kind of swing this back, is if they can take first gun round.
Yeah, it looks like Nightmare wants to hold down that A site, that classic quad position with the op that can be so incredibly powerful. But without armor, he's going to be in a rough situation if he gets mollied out and they push at the right time. Any aim punch is going to be devastating, and just sort of keeping himself alive, getting out of that position, it can be a little tricky. He does have 2 teammates in support, one on highway, one close up, which could help him make the escape. And now players coming through. Reggie with the clever heads-up play, gets through smoke, catches 2 before Anti finds him out. Anti, though, shuts it down with a 2K of his own. Site's been taken and secured. Now the guy and AB left on the outskirts, seeing if they can take the retake. Not 2 through smoke plays working this round. Gizzy and Anti shut it down.
I'm not sure how I feel about B hopping through a smoke there, but, you know, you do you. I'll do me. It was something at least. I get it. You know, he was trying to even up the player count. You know, trying to make it so that if he gets that kill, it's a 2v2 retake. Maybe it's a lot more workable. But I'm not a huge fan. And what is this spot from SGM on top of a stop sign? Getting the height. I like it.
Tricky. I do like that a lot. That's waiting for that beam aggression, which there's not going to be had this time. And Flashpoint's actually back on pistols. They're having a lot of success with these early pushes, but Gizzy's shutting this down once more. 3 kills. I mean, 3 pistol kills. Now there's a 4th player trying to mop it up behind. That's AB again. With the armor, really nothing to work with in this round. Now just one solitary player trying to do whatever damage he can. He'll get 1 for his efforts, but that should be it. Bomb's going to the other side of the map. He's got a rifle. They need to hunt this. And it's exactly what Anti's going to do.
If the timing's right, he's going to catch him out too. Exactly. Pants down. Not even suspecting someone to be remotely near truck. The big 5-0 early start for Orion. That said, economy is going to start stabilized a little bit here for Flashpoint as their loss bonus kicks in. So the Canadians are going to have a real chance to kind of draw things closer. This is a very big round. It is the second gun round.
Let's see what gets bought up here. I wonder if they're going to go back for that op. Nightmare can do it. He's got the cash for it. They're actually going to go for 2 ops, I think. Oh, double op buy. Nightmare and AB. That's heavy investment here. Really committed. I mean, 5-0. Flashpoint really want to get on the board, and they're showing exactly what they want to do with that. SGM's going to pick up the op on the other side. We'll see if he can have impact. Pause comes out. I'm going to guess that's from Flashpoint's perspective, trying to get, you know, all the information they can. Going into this, I mean, with heavy investment here, right? 2 ops. You want to have your plan work flawlessly, whatever that plan is.
See, I just go with the logic that having a plan is overrated. I like to YOLO it, wing it, and see how it goes. I don't think it's actually, though, anything strategic.
Yeah.
I see 1 less player than we had a minute
Technical
ago.
pause.
So,
just making me look like an idiot around.
Yeah, who was that left? Is that Help?
You jerk.
I believe that was Help. He needs help.
He does need help.
Indeed.
Little tech support. He's gonna get on the phone. Hello, Volvo. Please fix my router.
Well, see, this is where I can't really make a joke. No, he's on the American flagged team. You know, if he was on the Canadian flagged team, if he was on Flashpoint, I was gonna be like, well, you know, it's just Canadian internet. It's a real problem. I know I have it, but instead, it's the American. Which, you know, I'm honestly surprised at, because look at SGM's avatar. You got a team with the American logo and a team with a Canadian logo, and the American team has the one with a hockey player on it. What is that? You got a team with the American.
That's interesting. I'm just seeing SGM as a question mark.
Oh. He's got an avatar of, I believe that is, without looking too closely, Taylor Hall from the New Jersey Devils, formerly of the Edmonton Oilers.
You know, I couldn't tell you.
Investigate further. Well, that's because you're not a hockey fan.
I'm not. I'm lacking in my hockey knowledge.
That would be, in fact, Taylor Hall. I am better than I thought I was.
Damn. Got that ID skills.
Well, you know. If I'm not watching CS, I'm watching hockey.
Yeah.
The Canadian in me.
It's that native blood.
Oh my god, someone made I made a joke comment yesterday. Someone actually made Dreamboat Fan 24.
What is this? Dreamboat Fan 24?
Yep, in Twitch chat. Someone actually went through and made that account after I made a joke about it. That's amazing. I am actually so happy right now.
Congratulations, you just birthed a meme.
Oh god. This is gonna be the second time I've been a meme. I was a meme in the TF2 community very briefly. Because there's a picture of me, like, just I'm a good guy. I'm listening to my co-caster, hearing what he has to say, right? So instead, what happened was there's a picture of me looking almost lustily at my co-caster, being so interested in what he was saying. So everybody, like, the meme that stemmed was, all I want in life is someone who looks at me the way that Dreamboat looks at Mela.
There you go.
So,
I hope one day you look at me that way.
Oh,
Stink Bomb
one
likes
day
you.
it'll be worth it.
I think Stink Bomb's making some moves.
Stink Bomb is a champ. Worth it.
Okay, he's back in the server. Come on now. Let's get it rolling.
Help.
He's got 62 ping. That's not terrible.
There's two of them. There's two of them! Oh no.
Damn.
I am being swarmed by a legion of Dreamboat fan 24.
Dreamboat, you're getting fluffed hard in the chat.
Oh man, I love it. But you know what else I love? Counter-Strike. We're back into the actual round. This is incredible. And there's the jump across from SGM.
Ooh.
He shot on him was missed, but he manages to tag AB down to 48
Through the wall.
HP.
That was
not banging walls. What are you banging?
I mean, really, apparently Dreamboat in this chat. But no, that was a solid little flick. Yeah, you're welcome. So the early damage. what was that?
I was gonna say, well, Darf, where would it be without you?
So early damage is going against Flashpoint. They're getting dusted up, and they haven't really been able to exchange any of it back. Some utility spent from Orion, but they've still got a lot in the pockets. And Flashpoint have kind of been run out dry. They've got one smoke left and a Molotov. Two smokes and a Molotov and a couple flashes, but not a lot to work with. And now one less player as Romulus hits the dirt. Nice op shot from SGM. Caught the elbow peak and nailed it at just the right time. May have been actually through the edge of the box. So they're going to establish mid control, roll right out into mid. Bomb's still back. But this is going to allow them to crunch right onto that A site, which looks like what they want to do based on where these smokes are about to go. Nightmare, though, not giving it up without a fight. He's got two players right on the site and the op in hand, and he's going to do damage as they come up highway. He's got players coming in on all sides, though, as they come up Squeak and highway, and Filthy's close the distance, but it's not enough. Retchie answers back. That site's fallen, though. Two players still up. For Flashpoint, make that one, as only AB remains op in hand. He's going to have to try and get away, but he's got players at all sides, and SGM's in the perfect position, catches him hopping across. No op save for you, AB. SGM shuts it down. 6 rounds on the board for Orion. There really hasn't been much of an answer from Flashpoint.
Well, that was a cheeky little 4K there from SGM as well, which is all you can kind of ask for. Give a guy an op. Or I was going to go for like a... Give a guy an op and he'll fish for... I don't know.
Yeah,
like,
I know where you're going with this.
I was trying to figure out a way to make that work. It was falling flatter than Flashpoint have so far this game.
Nice segue. So Flashpoint are back onto the pistols. I actually like what they've done in a couple pistol rounds where they do some cheeky pushes. Like right here, guy around the smoke. That's a good kill. The problem is they can't follow it up. They can't do anything else with it by the players who aren't put into really cheeky positions. That perfect Kobe right onto highway. Drops Romulus. And now just two players coming out of mid. Again, these sneaky pushes are catching players off. They're not prepared for it on the Orion side, but then they do a good job of adjusting and crunching down on the push when it comes through. Shown by help and SGM. So they lose 2 players. Not a big deal. Ben can still build.
Yeah, I mean, the big thing is yes, they are throwing away a couple guns. They're winning rounds, and their economy is still so strong.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter. They're just kind of out-aiming. They are balling out, fragging out, whatever you want to call it. They're just having themselves a grand old time as they're up to 7-0.
At this point, you're Flashpoint, right? Nothing you're throwing at the wall is sticking very well. You're having some success on these pistol rounds with these really weird, funky plays. I say you go for it on a gun round, right?
Yeah, go for a little bit of YOLO, see if you can't catch them off. Maybe catch them with their pants down, not ready for it. Instead, they are just sitting back, and that could be a meaty nade. It's actually going to do a lot to Anti. They re-smoke. The guy is the one in the good spot. He actually dips through the smoke, but he's gonna walk right back into help. I don't like that call, but I get why he did it. Molly's still done a ton of damage, and now it's a 3v3. Romulus chiming in with a big kill. Now there is just Anti on site. His teammate is out mid, so he's got to take like a 1v3 right here, unless his teammate can support him.
Yeah, Romulus just coming up huge there, and his teammate's going to come in from checkers, so now they've reestablished control. And Flashpoint, not realizing perhaps that two weren't in the site, opting to group up and go together. Going to be trading it out, but Nightmare close up with the op. 2 quick shots to land it. That's a great play from Nightmare. Get the defuse, take a round, and finally Flashpoint are on the board. 1 and 7. It's pretty late, but the question is it too little too late?
Well, and I mean, here's the thing. That round, it worked out. But, again, they do something that's a little bit questionable to me. After the bomb was planted, they started the retake. They just had someone kind of mog through the smoke towards B, just right into Anti's open arms, which was a free kill. And I believe that was Romulus. So, yeah, I mean, it was good, but I still leaves a little bit to be desired. They just kind of got a little bit lucky there, I think.
Yeah, I would agree with that notion. I mean, they lose that first player immediately. The second player manages to get a 2K with an op, right? You can't count on that on the
Peek
2K.
on unlucky as well. Nightmare went for the aggressive peek into A. He's dropped down to 15, did no damage. On top of that, to cover him, I think the guy got tagged a bit too. Basically, 3 players on Flashpoint have taken damage without having, a couple of them having even seen a player from Orion, but all of them having done no damage to him.
So Ryan's going to execute onto the site, catch out Nightmare, the really low player, but it gets traded back. She's still holding down at the forklift, but he's got multiple targets to find. He's losing teammates left and right. Reggie's doing a good job to hold this down, but finally he'll get taken by Gizzy. Gizzy with already a 2K entering into the site. Bomb will be planted. The guy's out by truck. Never mind, the guy's in the dirt, and it all falls to AB. Rifle in hand. It's a familiar situation for him. He's just going to need to fall away and try and keep the gun alive.
Yeah, I mean, look at the money right now. There is nothing for Flashpoint. This is a hard reset right now. They're gonna have nothing. They're gonna have no loss bonus. This is a very, very rough situation to be in. That said, with this save, if he hangs on to it, which I don't think he will, but he's doing what he can. There are still 2 players converging on him quickly. Anti gets the kill. But what I was gonna say is, if he did manage to hang on to that, like, you could have dropped a couple of rifles. It would have looked a little bit hairy. But now, I mean, pistols again. It has to be.
This is that terrible territory, right? You're 8 rounds down. You just got reset. Like, what you're hoping for at best, like 4 or 5. I mean, there's a deagle on the map. Deagles can do wild things. There's dualies on the guy. You know, new cheaper dualies. Potential magic to happen, and they're gonna go for aggressive peeks here. Nightmare hits a beautiful 1 dig to keep the dream alive, and now they go for the boost. Reggie, great position to exploit the pistol advantage. Gonna catch a kill. Help brings it back as he does boost over trying to get that gun, but that's already tremendous damage. It's now a 4v3. I mean, they still just have pistols, but they've got their 2 armored players still up. They've got the deagle. Something could happen here. Again, when they go for a slightly unorthodox, slightly more aggressive push, it works out for them. It catches Orion off guard. Now the question is, can they capitalize afterwards? Looks like they're going to get aggressive again. And actually, distraction here. Perfect timing. The guy gets the kill with the dualies. Now this is working out well. 2 players, and they're isolated. Bomb needs to be retrieved. It will be done. Anti and SGM hit some kills. Now it's a 2v2. So it's looking very promising. They've done tremendous damage. This is still, it's doable. It's not hopeful, but guns are being retrieved now. It's doable. All falls on whether AB can get a kill as they come onto the site. He's not going to expose himself.
He's sitting here. He does peek out. Finds the first one. This is a trade. Now we're into the 1v1. Nightmare versus SGM. SGM does have the bomb planted. He has tons of utility, but he does only have an AWP. With the smoke, if Nightmare can get a little bit closer while he goes into heaven. Oh, he's playing this very well. I don't think SGM saw him. That flash is perfect, though. And oh, he misses. Can't miss there, but it doesn't matter. Nightmare is going to get closer. Go for it. But instead, SGM is too strong. 9-1. Orion, they can do no wrong, it seems.
Yeah, that's if you're SGM, you're wiping your brow there because you just missed a golden opportunity and you got the chance to make up for it. Now the pause comes in. Is this one tactical? You got to imagine it is. I don't think anyone's dropping out of server yet. I'm gonna assume it's tactical up until I'm proven wrong. So if you're Flashpoint here, right? You don't have money for a comfortable buy. You can kind of force it up. Nightmare has cash to buy. You could even get the op, but it's not gonna look pretty. It's gonna be a glass cannon. Everyone else is broke as a joke. Well, ump territory. Do you go for it? Do you force? Do you just wait and try and get 4 rounds?
If we lost bonus, it's not gonna be that much. I wouldn't personally. I'd just kind of take the 10 round and then see if you can kind of win the next 3 or 4 and make it like a 10-5 half. How I feel. But, here's a nice thing. Flashpoint, they're doing some really good things when they're ecoing. I like what they're doing. I like the play, the counter boost. I like that. They've done little things like that I do like with these pistols, and they're getting really close. I'd like to see them throw something more than just, it feels like a default into their rounds, because they're not doing the most right now with rifles. They're just kind of sitting back and getting killed, eating nade damage, eating spam. They're just playing really predictable spots, and it's kind of punishing them. The only time they tried any real aggression was that op push ESEA-Main, and he got punished for it because he whiffed the shot. I don't know. We just need to see something from Flashpoint. I do like that they are going with the CZs. I think that is the better option here. A couple people who can afford it get armor. Last bonus is going to kick you up to real guns. But, man, this is getting hard to watch for Flashpoint.
Yeah, it's just kind of brutal. I mean, you never want a game to come down to second half pistol round, and that's it. And it's looking like that might be this. But again, some unorthodox aggression. 4 players streaming out of B. This time, Orion has compensated. They're ready for it. They're only going to get 1 for their effort before they get erased from the server. Flashpoint have been flashed out. And now, the guns will come out. They've got plenty of money for an op. Full op buy on Nightmare. So Nightmare's going to hold that. Might check it over to Romulus. Nope, he's going to hang on to that. We got the full rifle buy up. We've got some utility. It's not perfect, but they have smokes to work with to hold them back. They have Molotovs as well. Problem is that Orion has every tool in the tool chest, and they've got to be firing on all cylinders, feeling great about their game. They're picking the perfect spot to exploit. There's only one player. That's the op over on A. He's got some support that can rotate quickly, but if these 4 players stream right onto the site, they're going to take it with little resistance. A great shot from Nightmare on the edge of smoke. Must have just spotted the foot of a player. That's huge, because that's going to slow down Orion and give them a lot more time to reinforce this position. Now the ops reposition. It's going to fall back, trying to stay alive. Doesn't want to give up too much information. And they got a player on balcony. Retchi's going to grab it. The op is down, but now there's players in support. Retchi is here from the toxic barrels, and he's getting work done. They're trading effectively along this highway lane, and it's all going to come down to SGM. We've seen him do some terrific things with those op, but he's got 2 targets to find and a crossfire to walk into. Smoke goes up. It's going to block his entry onto the site, but also allows them to close distance. Trying to catch that sneaky angle over barrels. Might just get it, but pulls off at just the wrong time, and AB's going to punish. Grabs the kill, and Flashpoint have 2.
I mean, here's the rough shot right now, though. They did lose a lot of people. Their money isn't that great. This is going to be... I think one player is going to have to go to either a FAMAS or a UMP. With the drop around... Yeah, FAMAS on Romulus. So not, again, the most ideal buy. And if they lose this, because Orion has such a bank build-up, they can come right back with a buy. But Flashpoint are running the risk of being reset once again.
Romulus has no armor either. He's got utility but no armor.
Oh, I hate that choice.
That's
Flash
so
cannon,
hard with
FAMAS.
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta go. Come on.
Such a
UMP
crap gun to
is
aim punch.
$1,000 less. Go for the UMP in armor. That seems like a no-brainer to me.
I wonder if it's one of those situations where he bought up his utility and then he looked at the bank and was like, "Oh crap."
Yeah. It very well could be. That's why I always do. If you're in that situation, you go for the armor. Just armor, no head armor. Buy some utility and see where you're sitting money-wise.
Absolutely. That's just... It's going to be a rough buy to play with. And Romulus is going to be... Well, he no longer has that issue. As an op's going to take off his head. His teammate gets dropped as well. Mid control's been taken. Orion has this. They can play with it however they want. Looks like they probably want to crunch down onto A. And so Nightmare is going to be tested. Double ops on the map. You really don't want to wind up in a retake situation with that. Orion needs to come up huge here if they're going to have any hope. Otherwise, they're going to be reset. It's going to be pretty much a sweep through the end of the half. And, I mean, I just don't have a lot of hope for them getting it going in the second half, if you will.
Yeah, Nightmare is such a crucial player right now. He is the only man alive. He needs to get one, at least. Definitely two would be ideal, or more. He needs to stand tall. He's going to do what he can, but they are already swarming out. He has not spotted one player. Finds the first one. Moving around, dips through the smoke. This is great. It's bought him a little bit of time. Now he can move around, see if he can't find that second one. Tucks a nade in. That's going to be decent damage. Oh, and the planter is so bad. Oh, he pushes the smoke. Can't deny it, though. And Gizzy with two more closes it out. I like what he did there, though. You may not, initially looking, you'll be like, why did he just, like, mong through a smoke that time? Time was so low. If he managed to get the kill on the planter, he won that round. Didn't matter if he died. Unfortunately, was not meant to be. And then a beautiful lurk from Gizzy managed to get the kill on the other two rotators. I believe he just went through Z, absolutely, and just cut them off. And just absolutely slick play.
I mean, this is just... Orion couldn't script this game better, right? I mean, the two resets, completely isolated rounds on an island with 3 into them. You get them back to max loss bonus, and then you just reset them. And now you're going to wind up, most likely, with a 13-2 half. They've got one player isolated. The kills are already coming through. That's another one. I mean, they're just flowing like a river. There's really nothing Flashpoint can do at this point. Rechi's going to try and fight. He will not go quietly into that good night. He's going to get a second as well. He'll rage against the Dying of the Light, but his flash is not ultimately probably going to be bright enough. He's managed to slip his way out onto the balcony, though, and he's got a rifle. That's a third for Rechi. I could be completely wrong here. Rechi with a 3K already. Now it's a 2v2. He's got a rifle up. No armor, but he's just going to need to hit these AK headshots. He's got the potential. Smoke goes up to cover their cross towards the plant. Utility still on the side of Orion. They've got a lot to work with. Got a teammate in support, but only a P250 in the hands of AB, and AB's not closing the distance yet. Trying to ring out some shots through smoke. By time, Rechi with great positioning is going to slide around, catches help with a headshot. Now it's all on SGM versus Rechi. Battle of the taps. One tap wins it. Plant to bait it out. Smoke goes up to cover. Oh, this is a battle of wits. If Rechi can do this, that would be the ace clutch to get them another round. He'll do it!
What a round! I mean, first of all, those just insane CZ sprays, the control, the taps, running out of bullets. He recovers an AK, and just an absolutely insane clutch. What a lord! What a god!
Oh man, I'm fully torqued. That was a clutch. I didn't believe until the third kill comes in, and it was like, oh, maybe rifle in hand, headshots aplenty. What a play from Rechi on the A-bomb site.
Yeah, I think help actually just is gone. Rechi, he closes that one out with a few kills. Down a player, Orion. Well, halftime, down a player. Who needs him?
That's a gift, though, to Flashpoint that last round. I mean, Rechi just really saved their bacon, right? Going into it with a 13-2 half is abysmal. With 4, at least you have a little bit of a cushion. Even if you lose that pistol round, there's potential to get guns out. And if you win that pistol round, all of a sudden, you got 5, you got 6. It's not impossible. So Rechi really just saved his team bacon.
That said, it doesn't help that they were just playing against the team without a player. Like, help is gone.
That's true.
You know, it... And I don't know how many issues he was having. That kind of explains. I don't want to, like, detract from the ace.
Well, the ace was against a full 5-man side.
But I think what happened is help legged out during it. I think he went AFK during it.
Did he?
Or was having issues.
That's terrible. That's such a bummer.
So, I mean, yeah,
hate to see it.
The nice thing is, though, if you're a Flashpoint fan, it's kind of allowed them to get a little bit back into this game. I'm not going to say back into this game, but, like, it's a start.
It's something. Something to build up. You can get a little hype over that, I guess it was a 4K, really. Do we give him the ace?
Oh, yeah, it's still an ace. It's still an incredibly sick ace.
It was a sick play.
But, yeah, no, it's a rough little spot here for Orion, because if he doesn't come back... Oh, he's already back. What am I saying? Ignore me.
I wonder what's going on, because I wonder if he's just getting... Because he doesn't have terrible ping, and it doesn't feel, when we watch his perspective, like he's stuttering. But that's a bummer. Sucks
Where
to
is he
drop
from?
out.
Does his profile say no? I'm gonna say because if he's Canadian, we know the problem.
He's in a group called Poland. I don't think he's actually Polish though.
His only group though.
Maybe he's Polish. In which case, great ping, dude. I'm impressed. You got some bomb internet.
Oh, I got his Twitter account. We can go deep here.
Stalk him.
Gotta get the stock
We'll
on.
find out. This research is crucial.
Oh, here we go. Help. He's tweeted something. I'm not sure if this is the most ideal tweet. Whoever is the 12-year-old hitting me off during my match, please go outside and lose some weight.
Oh, is he getting DDoSed?
That's a tweet. I don't know if that's what he means, but he is disconnected again. I wonder.
Oh no. You hate to see it.
You hate to see it.
Such a promising match from Orion.
But I you know, I don't usually read tweets that are like might be considered questionable, off color, whatever you want to say. That tweet was just so good, I had to read it.
What's his Twitter?
Helping XD. It's on his Steam profile. Whoever is the 12-year-old hitting me off during my match, please go outside and lose some weight.
I kind of love it.
I'm gonna go retweet that right now because that feels like the kind of thing that you just gotta retweet. Respect.
Respect.
But you know what? I don't have respect for people DDoSing. If that's what this is. I mean,
yeah, that's the worst. Especially, it's just like, because usually what you have here is you either have some fanboy or like friend who's just seriously misguided, or you have someone who's betting on a match like this. And I don't know. I just don't love that. It's such a shame, and none of the players on the server really want to either win or lose to a DDoS. I mean, you have to hope at least. It's just, it's a disappointment. What helps back
I
then?
love DDoSes just as much as I love my ex-girlfriend. Not at all.
What's your ex-girlfriend's name?
No.
No,
Not
gonna
going.
share that.
Not going that far.
I was gonna say this is a shout out to, but no, that's fair.
Well,
That's the high road.
I do want to give a shout out to all the Tragically Hip fans out there.
Oh
You guys know why.
Damn.
Rest in peace, Mr. Downey. Hero. Oh my god, Dreamboat fan is so savage. I'm sorry. He's so savage.
Oof.
Press F to pay respect.
Press F.
Jesus.
F.
Oh. Christ. But
All right.
speaking of Christ, hopefully he can intervene, Flashpoint, get them back into this game. It's 11-4, we're into the pistol round. There's a small task for them, but a big pistol win here would do a ton.
Looks like Flashpoint's waiting for that boost up, the counter push rather, and they're gonna go for the boost themselves. At least I assume that's what they're gathering up for. Romulus just trying a little bit of a jump peek outside of B-Main. Maybe he's just expecting some aggression from Orion. I don't know whether this is something that they always check for or whether this is just very specifically something they're expecting against Orion. But they're clearly watching for it, and they're trying for that wrap onto B. Full mid control has just been given up, and now it's going to be a crunch on a B site. A race to reinforce it from SGM, who does have the kit, is going to start to cheat over. There's going to be bodies all over the site, and his teammates need to stand tall. Help's going to get one, the DDoS player coming in two, knocking 12-year-olds down left and right. He's going to get a third. Actually, that's SGM and Gizzy come in. They've lost some weight indeed, and swept Flashpoint off of the site.
I love it. Very, very topical reference.
I was really just trying to shoehorn that in there.
You know, it's good. And what else is good is the fact that Help, he's doing a lot of work for his team. He has 2 kills, no deaths this entire game, according to Tab. And yet he's second on his team. That's what
Kind
we
of
want
love
to
dropped
see.
servers.
Yep. Dropped like he was as a child. I don't know. That was I don't know. That was I don't even know who I'm insulting there. Probably the guy that's DDoSing him.
Yeah.
That's the only explanation. But it's the rare 5 CZ versus 5 FAMAS round.
Do you like
I
symmetry? I like symmetry.
This is pretty to look at. What isn't pretty? The freaking slaughterhouse right there is Gizzy and SGM get 2 kills apiece. Leaves just the guy. He's got a FAMAS. It's now 1v3. How well does he make the French gun work? Well, he finds the first one onto smoke throwing help. Find another one. Well, indeed, he's found one. Does he get the kill? He's found 2, but he's out of bullets, and that's going to be 13-4. Orion cruising towards the end of this game.
That's good heads-up play from Anti to sweep right in when Gizzy needs to fall back. Just tap those little one taps. I thought he was. I mean, there was a little bit going there for the guy. I thought he could stand up and be that guy indeed, but ultimately not to be. Now the SMGs come out, 3 across the board. The PP Izan. Less than entirely popular gun, and some MP9s, and the Rawby.
I like the PP Bizoni. We'll see what he wants to do with it. He is just sitting B-main, and funnily enough, everybody's here. This is so many bullets. It does so much damage. He only finds 1 though. Traded quickly. Anti with the FAMAS has done some good work as well. Make that a USP kill too. Gizzy jumping down. Filthy 2. Oh, 14-4 in the bloodbath. Almost all SMG kills there. Helping the economy as well. This is a very crisp game so far from Orion. However, we're into the first gun round, and look at what Orion are hanging on to. They still have that MP9. Do they elect to keep it?
I think they do. Philly's going to play with it.
Gotta watch where Filthy goes. I want to see what he does with this.
Yeah, only 1 SMG you can kind of scheme around, but it's still going to be a little bit tricky, and he looks like he's going to maybe flash into A-Main, go for that play. Yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do. They're flash into A-Main with 3 players. Catch 1 off, ducking behind the box. Reggie's actually going to get 1 before he goes down. His teammate's fallen as well, though, so this play's worked out. Romulus with good timing out of Squeaky Door, going to catch off Gizzy. So now it's an even trade, and the rifles still favor Flashpoint. We've also got information, but Filthy. The good kill onto that squeaky player. Romulus maybe got a little too complacent hiding out of the squeaky hole. He'll get punished for it. So now it's 2 players in A-Main with a flank coming in, not quite rapidly, but sooner than they might expect. And Filthy needs to lock it down. He's going to get wrapped on, but he hears the footsteps. Good heads-up play from Filthy to catch the guy. And now it's a 1v1 on site with support coming in rapidly. Still moving pretty slowly. Anti, you don't need to shift anymore. There's bullets going on site, but he's not even needed as Filthy grabs a 4K. To lock down the A site and take the round. 15-4 for Flashpoint, and Flashpoint are in the money pit.
I love when players do smart things. Just those like little IQ plays that you don't necessarily think of sometimes when, as a lower level player that I am, when you're caught in that 1v1. But he throws a smart molly. Molly's off from Squeaky to Red Box so that he can't be flanked by that player that was hiding by Shroud. Instead, just focuses on the other side where he's getting wrapped, hits the first kill, and then he's down to a 1v1 where he knows where the guy is. Just that molly was so perfect. Many couldn't get rushed from both sides. Gave him time to focus on each individual kill.
Now we're into the last round, and we're seeing a little bit of aggression up through vents, maybe expecting that mid play. It's a good read as well, as there's a lot of players grouped up towards A-Main. Might go for the mid boost. They're not ultimately going to do it, although they are wary of it. Bomb will be retrieved. Push into main. That's going to work out well. Net a kill and solid map control. Shuts down any A play they might be hoping for, though they're going to try and reclaim it. It's going to be costly, though, as Filthy catches the guy out. Nice trade frags favoring Orion here. 4 on 3. Omp still up. Rifle superiority. Utility to be found. The only utility left for Flashpoint is a single HE, and no players left to use it. It's all on Retchy. Can he keep his team alive? He's got a Galil and a lot of players to find. He's going to put a little nervous bullet into the box in front of him. And now he needs to stand tall. Can't do it. Filthy grabs the kill. 16-4 for Orion Gaming.
This was a little bit hard to watch there. Not a very close game. But Orion, despite the issues Help was having, came out, stood tall, and closed that out with relative ease.
And hey, at least Retchy got 1 round for his highlight reel.
Yeah, exactly. It's all about that frag vid, right?
All about that frag vid. That's what's important. Who needs W's? I just need highlight clips.
Anyways.
Well, yeah, thank you so much for joining us tonight, ladies and gentlemen. This great game has been brought to you by CSGM on behalf of Orion. I am Darf Mike. You can find me at Darf Mike. I'm here casting with Dreamboat. You can find him at
Dreamboat Casts.
At Dreamboat Cast. Come and give us a follow. Give CSGM_TV a follow while you're at it. And we'll see you next time. And as always, you frag.
We cast.